I broke a ligament in my wrist and it took me off of the water for a couple of months.
1 year ago I broke my leg here in Cape Town, my tibia and my fibula. To get back windsurfing they told me half a year, and to be back 100% like 1 year or more.
6 stitches in my head here. Cut my leg really badly with the fin, put me out of competition with 6 stitches.
In Maui I twist my right ankle pretty bad, almost 2 months out of the water.
I've broken my toe a couple of times, I've broken my ankle, I've sprained it several times where I've been off the water for weeks. Just because of my feet alone, I've been off the water maybe for 6 months in total. My first major injury was on my knee. I tore the ACL and stretched it. I couldn't walk for 3 months. I split my head open as well in Egypt. I had 4 stitches and went windsurfing the next day. I busted my hip so much I had to have triple shots of Valium and had to be carried out of the water in Fuerteventura. I've broken my ribs several times, broken fingers, and had multiple concussions, as well as spinal surgery now. That's my injuries. Every country I've been windsurfing in, I've been to a hospital there.
Who are you?
Who are you? I'm Alina and I'm Adam's girlfriend.
How did you meet?
I met Adam 2 years ago at KFC Beach, and yeah, just during a sunset session we did together there. Well, when he came back from Cape Town he was already in a lot of pain. After he had the scan and he saw the results, he sent me the picture from his spine, and it was more than obvious that this was not how it's supposed to be. We went to a lot of doctors. We had appointments after appointments. I went to every single one. I translated everywhere. And it was everything in Munich. He went in the UK. They just told him, I think it was a muscle strain. They said he should just wait 4 or 5 weeks, which is crazy because if he would have done that, maybe gone for 1 more session, he would maybe not walk anymore today. So he went windsurfing after the first. I know we went to Tarifa. That's when he windsurfed first again. Yeah, I watched him. I saw his first back loop and I freaked out. I could have just punched him in the face on the beach because I was like, that was, I don't know how many weeks after surgery, and he just goes out and there's like, I think it was 3-meter waves and just a back loop with just surgery on the neck with something broken and like a small piece in the neck. He just goes for a back loop. I was like, Well, I think the biggest thing you learn from this is that in the end, no one can tell you how to deal with injuries, and no one can tell you how an injury goes, always. I think you should always find a surgeon that you trust in, and I'm really, really grateful for the people we met. I think that's something really important, that you find people, especially doctors, who you trust. In windsurfing, there's not really support for that at all. Like, I think they are professional athletes and they should have a lot better support than they have now. Because it would just prevent things like that. If they know much more or like get to know signals how to prevent injuries like that, it would never get that far. But because for windsurfing something like that doesn't exist, I think that's the biggest problem. And that's what what Adam's example makes really clear.
I was told there was like 3 months to rest, and I came back after 6 weeks already. Instead of the 3 months, I was already windsurfing, and perhaps it was a bit too soon, but like everywhere I looked, every corner, I looked around, and every person I asked, no one really had a firm answer for me. And I feel like that I just, I had to test it myself and go.
I think somehow this is a strong part of what always kept me, and still to this day keeps me motivated in windsurfing, this constant, unspoken battle. It's something I never even realized it was just happening. And yet a trait from my youth always continued to feed my desires, that freedom of travel, my pure addiction to just keep moving. I left the Canary Islands, Greece-bound, to just recover properly, summer with my girlfriend, visiting family and friends scattered around the Greek archipelago. It turned out to be the best thing I could have done. Sometimes the only way back is forwards.
setting these little goals, leaps of faith into the unknown, a shot in the dark.
We hunt satisfaction. It's in our animalistic nature. Whilst I want to perform as a competitor, my core satisfaction comes from outside the realms of those 7-minute heats. It's the adventure and discovery of uncovering new destinations. My inability to never give up finds me giving everything to let my eyes witness new places, to session spots never touched by a windsurf.
We would like to welcome you on board of this flight to Sal. The flight time today will be approximately 12 minutes. We hope you had a blessed flight with us. We wish you a sunny stay. Bye-bye.
You know, I'm doing it since I'm a small kid, and it's what I do every day. I always think about windsurfing, so I still want to keep it like that.
Whatever happens, like I mean, for me, I wanna get to the top. I wanna be one of the best. So no matter what happens, I will keep on training and trying to be fit all the time and be able to go hard on the water.
For sure, an injury is a pretty hard moment to get through, and you really need to fight in that moment. But I think these are the moments that makes you realize what you really want and makes you appreciate what you're doing even more.
Windsurfing has given me everything and more. These overwhelming feelings of pure, unadulterated, unhinged, inexplicable freedom. It's taken me to exactly where I am now. I wouldn't do it any different. The things I've been lucky enough to witness in my short 30 years on this planet are enough to fill a lifetime.